the biggest issue that people will get and will get bad habit is when they do some good play, and that good play doesn't need to be that it was actually a good play, because when you get a free K, that means you played better than your opponent. But what if your opponent plays so poorly that even your bad play managed to be a good one? So
Right,
just
right. Yeah,
getting
exactly.
free
Could be
kills,
luck
yeah,
or it could be
exactly.
good.
Like playing in the
Yeah.
corner, getting free kills, that's not a good play. But
Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry, we also banned Blitz because we didn't know if the other team was trying to do, I think, a Ash Blitz push, because before we were getting a lot of that. I'm sorry, my dog.
no, it's fine.
So that's why we banned Blitz. But Thatcher, I just find him very annoying. We've taken out a lot of our utility.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even though, yeah, I can bandit trick and stuff like that, I just didn't want to deal with it because if he's just gonna keep spamming it, or if I'm gonna get shot from below, it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
just one less operator we have to worry about taking out our useful utility.
What I had immediately see that Kite was reinforcing your walls, or you didn't know what he's going to reinforce. Because if you're not
I
Feisty,
tell
he's
no,
really nice to have.
he, yeah, he knows which walls to reinforce. They all do, thankfully. With him, it's just that sometimes he doesn't know certain sites. Like if obviously in casual, he doesn't really reinforce a lot because I always tell him what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's doing it more on the go. Like he can see what walls to reinforce and stuff like that. He's also learning the K trick, which is really funny, on his own. So, and he also plays Bandit as well. So he also know which walls that he should always focus on and stay near when they get his bandits. He also knows to take out the Twitch drone and
Okay,
keep an
okay,
eye on
okay.
it, stuff like
Okay,
that. So,
okay.
and the reason he uses C4, is because he doesn't know how to like use the C4 against enemies. So he's always the one that tries to use it to make it rotate.
Okay, I need to ask like you have just one shotgun over here, assuming Kai doesn't have the TCSG, and it doesn't look like he has a TCSG, right?
Hmm.
So who's going to open up the hatch?
I don't think any of us did. We didn't open up the hatch at all.
Who's going to open up the rotation between top white and the games, like the standard rotation?
Well, it should have been Vigil, but I didn't really communicate that with them at all.
What I'm trying to say is that you need a dedicated shotgun. I mean, sure, Frost has a shotgun, but I will prefer having a smoke over someone. Like
Right.
smoke brings the global shield as well as a shotgun, which is kind of necessary for this kind of a hold. Especially if
Yeah.
you need in this is still a somewhat goal lobby, but you need somewhat a vertical holes from below or feet level holes
Yeah.
towards the double window from the kids if they're going to do the double window push. So having a
Yeah.
shotgun, primary shotgun, is kind of necessary for this side.
For lower ranks, the reason I don't really stress that is because, I mean, silvers and golds are a little predictable and stuff and how they push and things like that. It's just with higher ranks, what you're saying is so like really true. Like I would play mute and smoke a lot in the higher ranks and hold vertical angles, especially if I'm bandit tricking. I would hold a vertical angle in the classroom to either get the C4 from below if they're in the closet, or even just keep an eye on below. Or if I'm playing behind bunks, not kids, but regular bunks, watch the window or white stairs. So I totally get that. It's just like I just didn't really relay it because we're in the lower ranks. That's why.
I'm just wanted to show. Maybe if this was the second or the third round that he understood that defend
Hmm.
takers are not going to be as good as you think they will, but usually you want to start off the match as if they will have flawless attack. So
Right. Hmm.
you don't want to make strats based on the attackers want to do this or defenders want to do this if you're attacking. Let's assume that
Hmm.
they will do everything perfectly. Let's play something that will stall them out, and then if they are not doing something, then adapt and like go into their loopholes. But all
Right.
I will
Okay.
always recommend starting off with as perfect start as possible. Having said that, I kind of forgot that Frost still has a shotgun as primary, so
Hmm.
maybe she should be able to open up all the holes, but I'm not exactly sure how shotgun Frost is viable in the higher ranks again.
It's
Uh,
not. It's not viable at all.
uh,
Higher ranks on console. A lot of them like to use Elishadi. Smoke and Mute Shoddy. They're
Also,
still pretty good.
I pause over here because it's better if you want to put bandit charge over here, put it like as right as possible, so it's not visible from the window. So
Okay.
basically, if you want to like block both of these walls, you want to put one as left as possible on the left panel, and as right as possible from the right panel,
Hmm.
because of the
Right.
window in the tarps.
Yeah, yeah, I heard you. Okay, cool.
Let them do rotations.
I think I want to say something. So do you? So sometimes, okay, this is not a bad reinforcement. A lot of people will tell you right now that
Let them do rotations.
you shouldn't be reinforcing this, but that's kind of wrong. Because reinforcing this usually means that you're expecting the trophy and the tower push. So, and this reinforcement kind of allows you to
Yeah,
play deep into the kids against the towers, especially if you have fifth levels on the south wall of the kids towers
I
bottom
don't know if I
attic.
said something to him in the video or something like that, but I was just
Uh,
like,
okay, but you do you know when do you want to reinforce the other wall, like the yellow?
uh, if they're doing a white stairs push rather than
So if
playing the big
is
double window.
but why stairs push? Like what was making this wall so be better against the white push? What do you think?
Oh, why do I think that that reinforcement he's doing right now would be better against a
No, no,
white
no,
stairs?
no, no. You're reinforcing this one and leaving this one soft. And
Hmm.
why leaving this one soft is better against the white push? What do you think?
Well, it's a better anchoring spot rather than like. I mean, yeah, I feel like if you don't, so the square that you marked, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't reinforce that and then we instead make that a rotate.
No, no, no. We are now saying this is reinforced,
Okay.
and the yellow is soft. And what that gives you against the white push? So this is already
You
soft.
can make a vertical angle and watch the white push from that side if you wanted to be safe.
Okay, that's I mean that's vertical angle into the security, not that as great vertical angle. Okay, the main point of leaving this soft is to open up feet levels, so you can from the kids deny the vault from the big window,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. So
Right.
if this was reinforced, then if attackers are going to vault over the big window, they only need to worry about the top white. And that's just one angle to worry about. Or if there is someone stuck in the corner, but he's very easy to frag out from the outside. So if you're afraid of attackers like jumping in, like let's say that they have like they can smoke off this angle with the ying as well as flash you out at the kids, all that they need to do is get in and then start to plant. And this reinforcement is allowing them to plant very safely. Whereas if this was
Right.
soft, then you will be able to like wallbang them from the kids, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Or even Vigil did the
uh,
rotation. He had impacts.
uh,
Just a little FYI.
you have kite there, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I do.
What's the point of the double bendy charges?
I'm gonna be using that shit.
I just do it because I had two extra bandits. I didn't know where to put it. So
Need the points. But okay, you have also bandits by the attic, yeah, to the tower.
Never know.
Vigil died. Where did Vigil die?
he died bedroom, I believe.
Never know.
Okay. So spawn peak, I guess.
Frost, can you?
I don't know what he do that time.
So he was either in the closet or spawn peak. I mean,
Frost, are you
why
in
not?
armory?
I'm not sure. I just knew that he was supposed to be a roamer,
Uh,
and he died armory. He died armory because I yelled at him. I was just like, "Where were you? Did you die in armory?"
I'm more worried why is Eager on the camera is if Vigil is dead. That's my question. Like, if you have a dead guy, that dead guy needs to be on the cameras, not alive people. By the way, stronger position is on the top right, in because Kite has your angle towards the games. So Kite has your angle, and the issue will be if the attackers will be over here, because they will be able to see Kite, and they also might be able to pre-fire you, and then the whole round collapses, because well they got the top right control. So it's better to be over here, so you can run and pre-fire them towards if they're in the middle of the stairs.
Okay.
That's fine. It's fine, Vigil. Yeah, they're gonna push from armory. They're joining it out. One got
I got
frost matted.
Frostmat. Yeah, Frostmat.
Hit them.
Nice.
Okay, someone was frostbitten, someone called that.
I also got one on big window.
Lions coming
Alright.
upstairs.
Line Nook.
Yeah, they had Lion, Zofia,
Yeah,
and I
and
think they had Maverick too.
so yeah, Kite is definitely now exposed from an angle that you can't deny anymore. So
Yeah,
y-
I
y-
think they told him to push back.
Coming
Alright.
upstairs.
okay.
Line Nook.
Yeah, in case they try to.
and-
You're kind of tunnel visioned. Oh, never mind. Kite has your angle.
Wait, Jaeger,
Yeah,
Jaeger, go back play
Okay, you three people don't need to watch one angle. That's definitely.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
and first of all, Kite shouldn't be this aggressive. Okay, so again, this is the issue that nobody has the top wide stairs control, and he cannot play close. But what I will definitely recommend is if you're scared to go on the top wide, let Kite play in the bottom attic and Jaeger play in the kids. So you have like that kind of a triangle, and then Kite can crossfire with you. Jaeger can crossfire with you on the top right, and as well as Kai, then you can crossfire if they breach the games wall
Window. Yeah,
or window
or
indeed.
the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you always want to have crossfires, but in this case, you are all watching the same angle, and Jaeger was also watching the same angle. And the issue is,
Yeah.
what if someone votes in the TARP's window?
Yeah.
Not the TARP, but the attic window, and then
I think we were communicating that they were doing a trophy push because they were swinging angles over there,
oh, there are
shooting.
4 people. So I
Yeah.
don't think there are 4 people on in trophy.
I was gonna rotate around.
Okay,
I
Jaeger's
didn't
playing
think-
the attic. That's okay. This is a bit too far. So again, now he's playing kind of isolated. So if they're going to push Kite, let's say, you can refrag Kite, or Kite can refrag you, but Jaeger is still alone. It will be better if he will be playing by the bottom attic, like Tarp's area. So he can also refrag Kite if possible. Because right now, if someone pushes Jaeger, nobody can refrag him, and if they push objective, Jaeger cannot do anything to that kind of a push. If that makes
So
sense.
you would say that just stay close.
Yeah, stay close.
For
Like
refrags.
stay by the bottom tarps. Like you have all the angle over there, like all the advantage over there. Like you can deny the vault from the window. I'm pretty sure that our vault was not open, but even if it was, you can always peek them. So
Mhm.
all what Jaeger is doing right now can be done from the bottom of the attic, but as well as he can help Kaid and you denying the trophy push.
Okay. Man, we had the frost mats to watch the windows, so we really didn't have to watch the windows.
There's no good
You
teams
don't
anyway.
want to pick this. Don't need to pick this. Because the moment you're picking, so if you get killed, Kite cannot retrade you. And you're already
Right.
in a 3 versus 4 situation. So you want to force the takers to get in. So the worst case, Kite dies, you refrag him. But in this case,
Right.
if you die, Kite is not going to refrag you. Unless they push deeply in the games. By the way, did you know that you can throw C4 over this?
Yes, I did. But I wasn't thinking, I was more scared of my gunfight.
Pushing.
So I didn't wanna see, I was still keeping an eye on white stairs. I was listening for white stairs, so I didn't want to like risk it.
The droning attic.
And plus with Cade being there, I would have waited for him to say that they're in. So
So what you can do if you're afraid of the white, ask Giger to hold white.
okay.
But you're continuously kind of peeking for no reason games. Yeah, you got kind of picked off.
Aaron, get up.
Yeah, that's
Nice, nice, nice. 2v2, 2v2.
Jaeger is now picking,
Aaron, go
now
on.
needing aggressively. Yeah, you definitely guys need to work more about playing slightly bit more passive. You have a diffuser as well.
He's inside. Game.
So
Yeah.
the question is, why does he need to pick this window? Like, let him vault in.
I don't know.
He's inside. Game.
Had it.
I don't know.
That last one.
My brother did everything in this game. He was really good.
Your brother is good.
Phone is, like 30.
Yeah.
But also, he's kind of unaware that the last guy is by the window. So I'm not sure why he's holding this angle if he knows that the last guy is by the
I
window.
told him he eventually moves. So,
And again,
but
Okay, Jaeger doesn't need to
Yeah,
hold
right
this
there, on the
aggressive
side.
angle. Like he can be like over here. Wait him to vault in and then just pre-fire, swing and pre-fire.
Like 30.
He's gonna push you, Jaeger.
But yeah, the only really actual person that was listening was
Aaron, to your
my
left.
brother.
Look left.
So
Same doorway you took the Amaro.
everyone kind of did their own thing.
No, they
Mm.
can't push. They can't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about the crosshair placement, right?
No, we don't need to talk
Yeah.
about it. I already know. You already said that plenty of times in a lot of your videos. Always get used to the head.
I mean, I
That's
know
it.
that in console it's way harder. I know. I
Oh
realize
yeah,
that.
it's usually above the. It's a little bit like PC, but the only difference is the people with strike packs, spam crouchers, people using mouse and keyboard, consoles. A little different.
I mean, cheating as per usual.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say though, like ever since I watched you and all of your tips, I've had so much better crosshair placement all the time. Always holding far angles, the tiny tight peaks, headshot.
I mean, all these small details will make you a better player.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
think when I was playing
Uh,
yesterday. Go ahead.
I remember in this round you're going to reinforce the full freezer wall, right? Do you
Yes.
know why you don't want to do that ever?
Because they have better control. They'll take control of
So
freezer, which flushes
so
all the rotate.
so when they get in the freezer, like on the bottom of the freezer stairs, how many
Yeah.
angles do they need to fight against if this is reinforced?
One, which is where
Yeah.
we are all at.
And that also can be fragged from above, right?
Yeah.
So basically that's a very unsafe angle to play as a defender, right?
Hmm.
But if you open up this hole, how many angles now they have to fight against? Two.
Fight
Right?
all two.
One and two.
Yeah.
But what was the like why is this making already way so harder? Because from here you can whenever you want swing and just pre-fire and go back. Also, what some teams like to do is have the global shield over here facing freezer, and that shield just closes the freezer push. If you can't deal with this deployable shield, they cannot push the freezer. So you always want to have like a body level angle towards the freezer, so you don't allow takers to get to the freezer.
I
Another,
didn't know that. I
yeah,
never thought of that. I mean, like plat threes don't even they still reinforce that wall.
I
Like,
mean,
plat
look,
twos.
what I'm trying to, what I'm telling you right now is how do you attack. So if you see your enemies reinforce the freezer walls, then you just push freezer. What freezer gives you?
Mm.
So what freezer gives you is that you can have an attacker over here, and that immediately splits objectives in half. So if you have a taker like on the freezer, you can just plant like behind where you are, because no defender can deny your plant.
Mhm.
Like from the freezer, you can deny all this angle, and that's pretty much a free plant. So yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, your brother is reinforcing next to you, but still, he's a new player, so why not? It's better to reinforce next to someone rather than reinforce some random stuff.
Yeah.
Mute is going above. Are you going to roam or?
Mute is probably going. I have no clue. Vitch has always been our roamer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
You
No,
have.
I hated this. No, I hated this round. So I thought that wall that my brother went through, I thought we were playing it. We didn't reinforce it, so they had control of the site real quick. They pushed blue.
Do you know why do you usually open up this angle?
Yes, yeah.
Ah,
So you can,
from the
yeah,
pillars, you can deny
Yep.
push, which will happen in
Yeah.
this round if I remember.
A lot of
correctly.
people like to play mirror for this little
I
area.
mean, Mira is not as powerful on this wall because it can be easily denied from the hatch, and that hatch
Yeah.
usually gets open.
Yeah.
Put one in the freezer.
I mean, it's not bad Mira window; it's just not as powerful as some other are.
Wait, are we playing this
Make sure you
wall?
get.
Yeah, you kind of lack of the global shields. You generally lack of like the meta stuff, like banshees, bulletproof stuff, like bulletproof cameras or the global shield, as I mentioned. So I'm not sure
Mhm.
why going for Doc Legion and Vigil in the same area, that's kind of three operators that really don't bring that much to the team when it comes to the bulletproof utility. I mean, Dog brings bulletproof camera, but I really doubt that he brought a bulletproof camera. But I'm not
Yeah.
uh, even in the previous round, try to think, especially in the 5 stack, to bring quote unquote correct lineup. There's no actually correct lineup, but there is always like worse lineup. Like you don't bring that much on the table. Like you don't have too much options to stall the attackers. Like you usually need a deployable shield from the elbow towards the blue, right? And then
Mhm.
again, a deployable shield is usually put somewhere around the laundry area. And then you need a barbed wire or banshee by the tower stairs, as well as a barbed wire or banshee in the blue, like the blue door towards the outside. That's for
Yeah.
bulletproof stuff. You have 0 of them. Vigil also brings bulletproof, but since you said he's a roamer, he most likely has impacts. So what I see, I just wanted to mention here, what I see as a taker over here is I can go immediately to blue. Not just because there's nothing, like usually there's a pulver shield. Oh, this is so huge.
Yeah. Easy
Uh,
blue control.
So
Yeah.
there's not a pulver shield, but as well as you have reinforced the only angle from the pillars that you can deny, like this wall. With this hole open from the pillars, you can deny the blue push. So if this is reinforced, they don't need to worry about this angle. They only need to worry about the Shaiko door, which is like next to like the yellow one, and they don't need to worry about the elbow because there is no utility there. So this is kind of free map control for the attackers.
Mm.
Like, I think it's like right there.
Also, feel free to stop me if you want me to talk more in depth about something. Impact? Oh, nice.
Wait, we just didn't reinforce it?
Yeah, I
You
got
didn't
f-
poke both
I got-
her.
Hey, they're by the main.
Man.
I mean, you gotta show who is the boss.
Yeah.
Okay, I would really like to see where your teammates are. By the way, I'm pretty sure that your feet are kind of exposed from the blue at this moment.
Yeah.
But
Doc
yeah,
is still playing pillar. My brother is in laundry. Vigil's upstairs, and I believe someone's near the hatch where the small connector is.
so the meeting.
Is
Okay.
that- Yeah.
So that's positionings, which are somewhat fine. I would like to see Vigil going towards tower, even if it is 2 minutes 30 seconds. But what I wanted to say to you is maybe playing to another corner, because even if you're not visible, you're stuck. You never want to be stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
I
have
couldn't
two
do anything.
options. If you're afraid to go to the left side, impact the wall next to you, take that 50 damage, and then you're safe. Like you never want to be stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the no
Yeah.
position. So
Yeah. She already knew I was there.
and she made a rotation for you. Oh, the client said
I tried to run. Yeah. I
Yeah.
tried to run.
But yeah,
Quality.
uh,
I'm losing the quality real quick. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Stop the video real quick.
yeah,
It's a little blurry for me.
All
Alright, go ahead.
Is it good now?
It's clearing up.
I
Alright,
mean,
try it again.
is it better?
Yeah, it's not better.
Okay, I will restart this. For me, it's normal. Let me just restart. Stop streaming. Screen, share screens. Go a little bit back.
Perfect. Yep, it's back.
Is it good?
Flank.
Yeah, it's good.
Fine.
It's a lot better.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
yeah,
should get the 4K off of us. We lost this one.
but yeah, you never want to be stuck in the corner.
I know. Yeah, I was
And
scared. I was
everybody's
just.
pushing.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. How can he like? You can't do
What
this on Uplay. How? I want to learn this power. How to?
Oh,
The-
so on 360, what you can do is you can access the alphabet of other languages.
Oh, and
So
then,
they input it, change it. Yeah. Some people look like they have 4-letter gamer tags, but in reality, if you look it up, they just have like a bunch of boxes and you know
Yeah.
random characters in there. I'm losing the quality. Hold on. I think it might be my end.
I stopped.
Oh yeah, I'm losing frames because I'm not a Nitro user.
Wrecked from Discord.
It literally.
Good night.
Watch.
Uh,
I got it. I just
Yeah.
have to leave this back. All right, go ahead.
okay. Let me know if it's still pixelated or bad quality.
I'll go Vigil. You can play like my show or something. Play on site.
Yeah, they're really coming after me because I'm not a Nitro user.
Give me these $5. That's what Discord's saying, just to highlight. I'm not asking you. Okay, I mean, again, the lineup is still not meta lineup. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to talk about the lineup anymore because you need the Blobo shields, you need shotguns. You had mute last
Yeah.
time, but yeah, you need
Yeah.
bulletproof. Not bulletproof camera, but bulletproof stuff. Anything.
Yeah.
You have I will definitely recommend to be pressing space when you pick your loadout, so you can see how many barbed wires. Does Dog have barbed wire? Does Jaeger have barbed wire? Does Vigil
Yeah.
have impacts? That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
believe
fun.
they had barb.
This is exactly how you do rank.
Yeah, well, I did it more often because my brother was playing with me, so I wanted to see what his
Oh
loadout
yeah,
is.
you're kind of focused on him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so laundry again. So
I see. Yeah, I thought we were going upstairs, so that's why I had banned it.
okay, so the idea how to counter blue push is to roam on top.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that counter blue push?
How does the counter blue push?
Yeah, because I
Well,
don't think they.
so
push
if they
from barber.
have hatch control, they're
Did they-
watching.
Did they have catch control?
No, they did not have hatch control. Nook pushed blue stairs to pillar. Everyone else pushed the wall because the wall was soft. And Zoph had control of rotate and me in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
believe Doc got pushed out of pillar. He rotated back to freezer. Vigil died because well, if you saw in the kill cam when Vigil was trying to kill Zoph, they were mostly in blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe he killed them, but he didn't kill the Zoph.
I just want to you fully reinforce this one. So instead of, I will definitely recommend playing inside, even if you don't have any utility, because when you're reinforcing full of that, they only need to have a thermite to open that one, and the same thing happens again. Like nothing is going to stop them. Like they have, like I mean, okay, Thatcher was banned,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Thatcher was banned. Okay, they still need. Okay, so to deny the bandit charges, they either have to go with Kali, which most likely they won't, or use frag grenades or above this from the like e-box. And you
Yeah.
know where the e-box is, right?
Yes.
Also, speaking about that, if you don't know any code that I say, just let me know.
Yeah, E-box is like just before the door,
This,
right?
Yeah, this room.
Oh, this room. All right. Yeah, I've always called it connector.
A connector is usually called a room when it connects to objectives. So maybe I don't think there's a connector on Oregon. But again, if your 5-star
Connector is
calls
more
that
like a chalet. You
on
know,
Shala, yeah, where the
yeah.
hash is, yeah, that's connect. That's a very good example of connector, as well as on consulate. There is like on the top floor, the between.
Oh yeah, the
meeting
room
and
between
CEO.
meeting. Yeah, CEO. Yeah.
But again, if your team calls connector e-box, then call it connector. Like it's better to have custom calls rather than maybe some confusing ones like why box why. So you don't need to explain, just say connector.
Okay,
So Vigil was roaming last time, you will be roaming last time. Okay. They have Twitch. Okay, another counter is obviously Twitch. There is a drone hole from the elbow towards the supply.
Okay, drone hunting as well. Get them. What are the intel?
So you guys are kind of bunkering yourself to the objective.
Yeah.
which is not the greatest idea, but let's see if it will work.
Here, sit there
What?
and watch the hatch.
Okay,
Watch
Doc
the
is
drone.
playing very, very risky in the blue. So you said you want to roam, but you ended up to playing freezer. Is it any reason behind that?
Yeah. I just so what I realized is that in each of the sites, they kind of pushed site rather than roam clear.
Someone's crouch wall.
So I didn't want to leave site alone because I didn't trust anybody to anchor down site. So I was just like, I would just play off site just a little bit, but stay near in case everyone gets fragged off of it, or if they get the wall.
Okay, so
I mean, like
yep.
like I said, with lower ranks, I kind of just that's the thing about me. I don't trust my teammates, no matter how good they are. It's just part of me is just I've always died from behind, or someone doesn't call out, based on their X, things like that. So it's just my trust on the teammates isn't up there. So that's why, like, when I make the decision to roam, I only do it because I know we need it. And even though I'm going to leave site vulnerable to the teammates that I'm trusting it with, I still do it. But then if I know I can't trust the teammates, and I know they can't really anchor, like, look at that. He couldn't kill the Zofia based on it when he was, when he had the angle, he had the flank, and he couldn't kill her. So I was just like, you get what I mean? That just convinces you to not roam. Because it's just like, if you roam, you get a kill, but everyone's got site control. They're like, okay, this top fragger is not even in sight. We can get site control. Let's kill everyone else.
Have you ever tried opening up maybe meeting hatch so you can, as a roamer, deny the blue push?
Uh, if I was Vigil, I would have done that. That would have been great because if they take pillar control, you can that's one less angle that the other teammates have to worry because you were holding it into you know I'll call it connector, but I forgot what you called it.
Yeah, you can call it connector. I got
Okay.
you.
Yeah. A lot of times that even if they open up the hatch, what I like to do is hold a far angle from behind the bomb where you can see directly towards that wall facing basically Harry Potter. But for the most part, I wanted to play freezer because the walls were soft first off. But I also wanted to keep an eye on pillar because when I saw how Doc died, either they pushed pillar really heavy and Zof just pushed the wall based on Vigil's kill cam, or they all pushed together from below wall. So I wanted to have this control right here while my brother was in the other site.
Okay, so I mean, if you're in a 5 stack, I don't know how, but you need if you want to. So there are two possibilities. Are you playing with a 5 stack because it's fun, or you're playing because you want to get better rank? Both cases are good. Like you need to make up your mind. Do you want to play for fun, or do you want to play to get better ranks, or
I want to.
or
We're always.
generally
I'm
to get
always.
better?
Yeah, I always play to get better and to get a better rank.
So in
I
that,
always think that having a 5 stack is so much better because
okay.
communication is key. Communication
In
is key, and all I just don't want people fraggers are great, but it doesn't help if they just frag and no utility, no comms, nothing like
Okay,
that.
but listen. If you want to play in a 5 stack, you need to trust your teammates. Because playing in a 5 stack, not trusting your teammates is a huge issue. So if you really want to play in a 5 stack, I will actually tell you to ditch your teammates, or at least that you don't trust them, or you need to you need to buy the trust to them. Like playing in a 5 stack wise, not like always thinking, oh, they won't be able to do this. That's not
Right.
playing in a 5 stack. So I'm really telling you, like, if you want to play for fun, which is fine, totally. Like you can play for fun, you will still get better by playing fun, but
Yeah.
just on the slower scale. Or do you want to get better in a quicker success?
Yeah.
That is something on you. You don't answer me. Answer it to yourself, and then with that in mind, try to build the confidence in your teammate. And if you cannot, then I will actually suggest you maybe to find another team to play in ranked, and maybe you can play with this teammate in unranked quick play, or maybe even sometimes ranked. Like I know that on console you can make like multiple Smurf accounts, right?
Yeah.
So
I
basically,
mean,
you can play with them as a Smurf. On main account, you can play with the other stack.
yeah,
But
these are in a sense randoms. Like, you know, I got them from a group post and stuff like that. And overall, I guess I was just for this game, I was playing for fun because I was just teaching my brother. But for the most part, I'm always trying to play to get
no,
better
no,
in higher ranks.
I totally understand you. Like it's fine, but this is something just I'm telling you to think for yourself. You don't need to tell me anything. Just think like if you want to still play with this deck, you most likely are not going to improve as much as you could improve in the other stack. This deck that you could trust, that in the stack that you can roam, and you don't need to think if your anchors will actually be able to hold. If you're holding, if you're roaming, and you're continuously thinking, what if they're going to push? We are just going to lose. You're not roaming. You're like doing 10 things at once, and that's very bad at the early start. Like your mentality is kind of already broken at that point. So
Yeah.
that's something just a side thought which I'm not going to put this part in the video because this is more of a mentality stuff. Most people are not going to be interested in it, but I kind of felt needed to tell you like if you don't trust your teammates and you're in a 5 stack, that's a huge issue when it comes to playing competitive.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. Like with console, it's just so hard. A lot of people are either like they pretend to be good, they say they're diamonds and stuff like that, and then or they're just fraggers, but they don't speak. It's just you never know what you're getting into. You know,
uh
yeah, it's
it's
and I've played with a lot of people, and I mean, granted, higher ranks are better. It's just I've had the problem that this problem with higher ranks, lower ranks, it doesn't matter. Unranked, like plat ones, plat twos, they're great, but it's just they don't offer as much as like even a silver one who could do the basics of siege. That's why I've always had this mentality. It's just it's so hard to break it, you know. Like I said, like yesterday, I did really good because these people are actually at the trust, and they were all like golds, all golds.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's just the it's almost like pulling a name out of a hat. You know, you don't know who you're gonna be with. And if you watch them in the first round, like you saw the vigil, like I did not trust that vigil at all. Like, you know, when I was watching him trying to kill Zofia, I did not trust him at all. You know, and I was just like, I don't think he's a reliable teammate whatsoever. He doesn't have headset to talk to us. He's typing, so his callouts will be a lot very delayed. And the others, I mean, I think overall they did their best, but you know, I didn't think they did a good job at anchoring, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I could have done a better job at anchoring. It's just, but that's why I'm here because I want to see, you know, what you can see that I can't see because of either my ego or because, you know, my habits or just because my mentality isn't there either, you know, in the game because I'm still thinking about errors from past rounds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's one of the hugest issues that I'm trying to like battle. And even my actual, you know, stack on my main account, they tell me a lot too is to trust them when they're playing because I don't. Like, you know, even as long as I play with them, it's just very, very hard. I hate dying when I don't know anything, you know. Or if I'm swinging an angle because I hear somebody, but there's someone holding a far angle that you know could have been told me, like you know, someone could have told me that, or at
Mm-hmm.
least took the extra step. You know, I feel like I'm always contributing so much more as an intel player, as a fragger, and as a support player, but like everyone else doesn't want to do the same,
Yep.
and that's why it sucks because then I just don't trust teammates. I don't trust them to bring the ops that we need for the, you know, for the round, for the map, for the team. I don't trust them to look at cams, you know, find drone spots for, you know, runouts, anything like that. You know, I don't trust that when we're attacking, we need a heart reacher or we need to get rid of the utility that's denying the hard breach. It's just because people go random. I mean, like if you look at our stack, you already right there called out how bad our lineup was. Legion, Doc, Vigil, Cade, and I don't even know what the other op was. But we had no utility. We didn't even get the wall. I trusted them with that wall. That's why I didn't do anything because I thought they were playing that wall. But ever since then, I just didn't trust them. And that's just it's not just this. I'm not just saying it's just for this game. There are plenty of games like if you go on my YouTube channel, there are some games you could see some of the errors that I've done because either I believed in my teammates to do it, or I just didn't care because I'm just like basically through the round.
Mm-hmm.
And I give up on myself because I'm just like I can't do everything. I can't be the support, the fragger, and the intel. I mean, I can. It's just very, very, very time consuming
Mm-hmm.
with only 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in a round.
I mean, yeah, you're talking a lot about like have you ever talked about this with your teammates?
Not really
Yeah,
because it's
because
just
you seem to be like now spilling everything that you had in mind. Maybe a little bit of talk with your teammates might be a pretty good idea. Like,
yeah,
because it really looked like you were spilling everything that you had in mind, that you were holding like all the stuff right now, and it's totally fine. Like, you needed that, but maybe
yeah,
letting your teammate know, maybe not in this like degree, but in somewhat degree, will be kind of beneficial.
yeah. And I don't want to come out as like I'm criticizing everything as everyone does, or just like, my ego speaking out and stuff like that. It's like, because when you're in higher ranks, dude, like you die or you're holding a breadstick, but you have so many assists, or you're playing intel, you're playing support, or you're having a donut or whatever. They're yelling at you. You suck. You can't frag. You're not doing anything for the team and stuff like that. It's just like I'm not that type of person. Fragging's great, but in the end, it's still a team game.
Yep.
No one can frag unless everyone else does their part, and I just feel like higher ranks don't get that at all.
Yeah,
And
true.
on console, I'm sorry, on console, PC it's just very different. The environment that PC has built for higher ranks, I just feel like a lot of people get it. A lot of people understand. That's why we have people like you who actually give people tips, give people things to work on, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But
so
let's get back to the video.
the main reason why I stopped over here is that Doc was continuously playing in blue, right?
Yeah.
And what I see is that nobody's playing in the pillars. So
He was bouncing back between blue and pillar, but
that's very
he held
risky.
pillar for the rest of the yeah, it was because Vigil didn't help him at all on the meeting side because Vigil, I believe, was playing lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we had site control. My brother was rotating between laundry and site, and I was holding freezer, keeping an eye out for any push freezer. I don't know what the other teammates were. I wasn't really paying attention to the outlines of them at this point. I was mostly just focusing on me and my brother.
So yeah, I will definitely suggest this. So first, I will not suggest to playing the blue. If you want to play in the blue, then you need a lot of utility. Like you need maybe one or two ADSs. You need smoke to smoke off his double door if necessary. But generally
Yeah,
speaking, I will not be playing in like very close to the blue
yeah,
door.
no utility to help. Yeah, yeah.
What Doc can be playing do you know where the Shaiko fall and the Shaiko let me see if we can.
Blue.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Nice.
The door, like right. Yeah, so you go out to your right of the pillar.
Yeah,
That door.
yeah, the single door that leads towards the blue
Yeah, 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 yeah.
again. Uh, So yeah, you can play as dog there, or you can play playing like by the pillars. And if playing by the pillars, then if you open up the hole like we have talked like in the previous round, then you can deny blue, as well as you can
Mhm.
deny a tower stairs.
Right.
And again, if you have a deployable shield like somewhere like this, or even something like this, that will make a safer angle towards, well, depending on where did you put the deployable shield.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one deployable shield. Usually the second one is by the elbow. So yeah, a few a utility that is kind of lacking. Visual is playing the T3. I just
There's two
saw
up.
it.
Big cross.
Oh.
Okay, Visual should be
Yeah,
able
that's
to
the
kill.
ledge.
Okay. I mean, you're kind of free to rotate over here because you
that's
double reinforce that connector wall or the E-box wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
Mhm.
move freely in that case. Otherwise, you
Yep.
shouldn't be. Okay, this is
Rotating,
4 versus
yeah.
1.
If they open if they open that wall from blue.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my fault, Doc. I should have pushed.
Okay, I really hope that you're not going to for this.
I should have
Or
pushed
one.
the sledge earlier.
Oh no, I don't think we did. We
Oh,
killed him.
Thought I
Yeah.
did.
So aside from the lineup, maybe positioning yours. Vigil was playing in the tower. You said. I want to see.
Yeah, that was my fault. I should have pushed the sledge earlier.
Kite is playing in the. We can never see where Jaeger is playing, right?
I don't know.
Okay, Jaeger is
Jaeger's
playing
right
in the lobby. Okay. So again, if Jaeger will be able to deny a laundry push as well as freezer push if there were like holes over here, and that will allow you to play in the pillars, if that makes sense. So Jaeger
Yes. Yeah.
will deny laundry freezer. You could go to pillars, help dog denying whatever he's trying to deny.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've never ever
Go hard breacher.
I've never ever played where that wall's soft, so it'll be interesting later on if I try it. I just
After this holes, I can show you slightly bit
Yeah.
more in depth about that hole.
Yeah, that'd be nice
Oh, we
because
played on four.
that's
We played on like a
really interesting. I mean, I wouldn't know how to play it.
sludge.
I mean, maybe I understand the shield. I really like
Mhm.
smoke playing there.
Yeah, don't worry. I will tell you how.
Someone else could place a proper
Okay, so let's see the attack. You have a Twitch, you have Maverick, you have two hard breach. That's something I like. Does Twitch have smoke grenades in this round?
We
I
don't
hope
have
so.
smoke.
You don't. Okay, so
Yeah.
Road play. What does she have?
Actually, Twitch might have smoke grenades
Okay.
because this might have been after the changes when Ace got his Claymore and breach charges, and Twitch got her smokes.
I like that your team has preparation phase drones in the building. I didn't. Okay, you also can lobby. That is fine.
They have a bandit.
Maybe so. The biggest issue of your drone is that anyone actually trying to go towards the lobby stairs, they should see your drone. So maybe
Right.
putting like drone over here that if you're going this way, there is no reason to check like this corner. So
Yeah.
kind of making your drone more safer, or even you can put like below this chair. So
Yeah, make it more
yeah,
conspicuous.
so the biggest idea behind the preparation phase drone is that you don't want to put them in a way so when defenders are facing in a way that defenders cannot face your drone whatever they are doing. So if they are
Right.
going towards the stairs, they will face your drone. Or
Yeah.
if you will be putting, I don't know, again, maybe this drone wouldn't be the best if defenders are rotating from the lobby stairs towards, I don't know, a laundry. So
Mm.
yeah, I think having a drone over here will be kind of the best, or even in the class. I mean, the classroom will be probably actually better even.
The reason I had this drone here is because I was expecting they run out from downstairs to the classroom window, or even just to keep an eye on who goes in classroom. That's all. It's just a quick.
But you could also do that with all the other drones. I kind of imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, the other drones usually people just get them killed. You know, they don't really set up spots.
I will-
Jaeger
I
and
will
small
be-
tower.
I'll be afraid of this window. I mean, I know that you have a drone somewhere by the
small.
Yeah.
in the games, but still, I will always double check it.
And his aim's not that good. Vigil small tower as well.
So why did you spawn on the
Vigil
southeast?
and Jaeger
If
small tower.
so, what's your idea over here? Like, why you are doing all this
Careful,
stuff?
go into the master bedroom.
So I thought Jaeger was gonna run out. So I
Oh.
wanted to see if we could pick him. But he didn't run out. I just instead went for the wall.
So, but I will definitely suggest you, like, if you're doing,
Not the top
if
one,
you're
but
going to ignore the tower, which I will always recommend to push on the tower. But if you're going to ignore it, there is no reason to have 3 or even 4 people pushing for the bedroom side. Repel on the armory window, like from the armory window, and then push from the bedroom side as well as from the armory. And then when you get the trophy control, then you can rotate some people depending on what do you want to do. But going for people towards just bedroom is kind of tunnel vision yourself towards one single door, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jaeger's game is questionable. I recommend that it.
Oof, Maverick was playing super aggro there.
I think we won this round too. This one was.
So what I will definitely now suggest you, like, again, you have a lot of people around bedroom, so you definitely don't need to be in the bedroom. What you can do
Yeah.
is like rotate to the games window, open that games window. You don't even need to play, just make pressure from that window. Then you can rotate to the kids window, destroy that kids window. That way you're kind of letting defenders, not letting defenders to play in some very strong
Hiding
positions.
corners.
Exactly. So they always have to
Push away
double check
from
that
things.
window. If that window is closed, they know that it's safe. But if it is opened, there could be always someone. So I will definitely recommend. So you can open up the games window, then the kids window, and the double window, and then you can
Mhm.
and then you can go through any of these 3 windows as long as you have your teammates pushing for the bedroom. But if your attackers in the bedroom are kind of getting slapped, then you can always go back to the bedroom.
I see this Jaeger run out from small tower.
Last one's Legion.
Because you're holding the flanks, which is pretty nice. But Hibana is. So I would suggest opening up tarps walls from the trophy, like these walls.
Yeah, I did. I threw one.
Okay. But I'm not sure why Hibana didn't try to. And one
Like
more.
I said,
No,
teammates.
she just wanted to push inside and get your
Yeah.
like diffuser in middle of nowhere. At least it's 4 versus 2.
Jaeger was holding up far angle. He was in bunks, and Legion was playing kids. So the last two I remember.
And just one more thing, I don't think you have checked if the top of the reinforcements were destroyed, because that's a very cool C4 throw and very easy.
Yeah.
And
Well, they weren't playing C4 ops, so that's why
oh,
they weren't.
true.
Yeah.
You're correct there.
So I didn't have to worry about that.
Okay, that's I wouldn't open up in the middle, because from the top right you can deny the A star. So you want to either open up like close as much to the door as possible or as much right as possible. You never want to open up here, because this one is exposed from the top right as well as where Jaeger is.
Right.
But generally
Yeah.
speaking, in the higher MMR, defenders will be impact tricking this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One on ping.
By impact checking, I mean impact checking from the top right, not from the top.
Yeah.
1 minute 35 seconds, 4 versus 2. You have a drone. That's a huge issue. You don't want to check angles without any info if you have drones.
Mhm.
So at this moment, someone is droning, but actually everybody can drone. All that you need to find is 2 people, and even if that means suiciding your drone, you will know where that one guy is.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we had to call out that one was in bunks. That's why I was just like,
Yeah, but it's important to know where both are.
yeah.
Or
I knew. He said bunks, so I was assuming both sides on the bunks. And when that Legion killed the whoever that was, Twitch, I knew they were both in bunks. So
okay, but Twitch shouldn't be pushing that way. So so 2 things. So if you drone one in the bunks or kids, I assume, then you need to see if someone is by the top right, because that's usually there will usually be the second defender or in the corner, like by the double window. And if there is nobody there, then you can be pushing anyone in the bunks. But as long as nobody is there, as long as you don't have any intel, I will not assume these stuff.
Got this.
Because now 3 versus 2, it is winnable, but not as much.
And then one's behind bunk bed.
I mean, you still should win. Okay, at this point, you're probably in a disadvantage. You still have a drone.
you should have picked Shin up. Not picking you up.
So what you can do over here, if you know
I
that
see. My mindset is that every time I usually leave that drone when I plant. That's why I always keep that one drone on me after I plant.
uh,
Yeah.
in this situation, you probably don't want to plant because you're
Yeah.
going to for the kills in a 2 versus 2. Because the moment you're planting, you're letting your teammate to play 2 versus 1. Sure, if you know that both of the vendors are below, then you can plant, but usually that won't happen. What I will definitely suggest is if you don't want to drone, like you know where the other 2 defenders are, you can put one drone over here so your dead teammate can watch that whole angle, and then you don't need to worry about this. So you put your
Mhm.
drone here, and your teammate has all the angle from the north part of the kids as well as the whole tarps, and you only need to worry about like this angle.
Yeah.
So using a drone so your teammates can. Okay, well, you got a kill, nice.
Nice, go for the plant, Bono. Alright,
I will not go for the plan. Like there's no reason to hurry. No reason to hurry. You
Mhm.
have 1 full minute. You have a drone.
Alright, Ace, I meant, sorry.
Like
Cover on math.
at this moment, Jaeger is playing 1 versus 1, and that's pretty winnable for him.
Push
You can
let him
plant.
push
He's not gonna push you.
Nice.
Also, I mean, you can put the claymore, which is, I guess, nice, but when you planted the fuser, you probably want to get away as quick as possible. What you could do is, you could, like, when you plant, you could go, I will probably first throw a drone, like over here, not even move it, and then go toward the trophy side, because Ace is kind of covering my angle from the top right. And then you could put a claymore, let me go all the way back. You could put a claymore over here. So you're playing like passive angle and a claymore over here.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You could leave it destroyed like this desk. So you're full safe. Like the moment you hear claymore getting destroyed, you just swing and kill him.
Mhm.
And you will definitely hear if he's currently defusing. So that will be probably how would I play.
So it's fine, I'm not gonna
Mhm.
try to go like
But generally speaking, use your second round. It's better to use your second round rather than wait for the plant. Because if you plant it, you're already in a huge advantage. So I mean, having a drone for watching the diffusers is great, but
you stay no math.
it's better off to secure your plant rather than keeping your drone safe for after post plant.
If you know how to use them. Shield ops are fine if you know how to use them. If you don't know
Let's
how
go,
to use them,
Montaigne.
or team comp for a shield op, then it's gonna be difficult to play them.
I'm just
Mm,
here to distract.
I guess you're going to lose now 2 rounds, right? Because it's
Yes.
overtime.
Yep.
You just have to have a team that
Yep.
So
And then we
the
lost at the end.
the Monty plays are not the actual. Let's see. I actually don't remember this round. Let's see.
Oh, let James have
Alright.
the
I guess we can kind of skip this
I'm on
loading.
custodian. Might be
That's
upstairs
really fair,
again,
they went
but
down.
this time they might.
video.
Oh.
Alright, I'm pushing big tower then.
Okay, so basement. So do you have an idea how to push basement with the Monty?
They still didn't get anybody for wall denial.
Was thinking
They're gonna have a hard time.
a blue push, but we ended up pushing laundry.
I mean, usually if you have Monty, you are doing the blue push with someone but at hover.
Big tower?
Yeah, because literally we could. They have no utility for blue. I mean, besides Legion.
And they're
But-
reinforcing both walls. Yeah, this is free.
Yeah.
That's you should have gone for the blue if you haven't.
Yeah, but see, they I forgot why we pushed laundry. Something convinced me that laundry was a good push.
And they don't even have wall denials, so they literally gave you the wall for free. Like, you just need to put an ace charge and you got that wall opened. And you're already in the execution. And having said this, you also have Maverick, so even if they had Mute, Kaid, or Bandit. Oof, Nomad. Nobody's throwing flashbang in order to push in the lobby, and there are so many angles here to get picked. Like, I will definitely suggest Monty pushing first, and someone droning at least the armory and the bedroom side. I understand that this is kind of still gold MMR, and people don't want to drone the whole building every single time. But at least drone the area around you, and maybe then have someone watching that flank. Using flashbangs in order to push is probably a death wish.
Like I said,
And
some
she
people
also
are just
and Maverick died, but she also Nomad also has the fuser. That's also big.
Rook's playing.
yeah. That's why I was staying with her. I don't want to leave diffuser.
You don't know any intel about the west part of Oregon, right?
No,
Yeah,
no intel.
she's just carelessly reloading in the middle of everywhere. That's great. And when she
That's
gets
the benefit to playing with gold players.
and when she gets killed, she'll ask, "Why the fuck is he playing there?" Like, exactly because you're reloading in the middle of nowhere.
Trust me. I play with every. The only people I have not played with is bronze and coppers. Played with plat. Played with the X diamonds, golds, silvers. They're all very, very, very different and unique in their own way.
Different species.
Yeah, exactly.
No shield.
Okay, so let's go. This is some casual strat. 2 people behind the Monty. Let's go. Well, Hibana's at least pushing from the different side.
Yeah. I'm also watching her flank as well.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, she's pushing all the way freezer.
But I don't think Monty and Nomad should win this. So the point of Monty is to force crossfires. And if Monty is over here, like, you don't have any crossfire. What Monty wants to do is to get in the closet of if you get an angle, I will show you where he wants to go. If you get an angle.
In the stairs.
But him staying in this area, like, he's not doing anything. Like, all the defenders have to do is watch this. And to watch this versus this, yeah, that's 10 degrees for them.
He's still new, so
I mean,
I
I
wasn't really.
totally understand.
Stay close to the right.
What's Valkyrie doing? Oh, nice.
Doc. Where is he?
Okay, that's how you threw the round as Valkyrie.
He's over there. He's over there.
You don't want to prone because when you're proning, you're giving you will be visible way before they will see you. Way before you will see them,
Stop and look. He's over there.
because your whole body is moving left, and yeah. So okay, they reinforce this. So as a Monty, what you want to do over here, if you're doing this kind of a push, is to get where Doc is, and that way you're making the crossfire. So if you are, okay, so if you are here, and the Monty is always there, they have to worry about this angle as well as this angle, and this is already a way bigger angle to fight against. And if this guy is only worried about you, all that Monty has to do is unshield, crouch, hip fire, and shield back. That means he might hit someone, but he's going to, like, distract this guy. And the moment this guy is distracted, you can pick and kill him. And that's kind of the power of the Monty. But if the Monty is here and you are here, like, what, this is like 5-degree angle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Monty is great to force crossfires.
Oh
And
no, this Hibana. You gotta watch this Hibana play.
let's see how 100
like-
hours on Hibana looks like. Okay,
On the other side.
I hear behind him. Oh, she nearly killed that guy who was crouching. Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, he literally didn't know he was there, but
Feels bad. But I will definitely suggest. So, I mean, there are 2 things. Blue was reinforced and Freezer was reinforced. But the thing is, yeah, you probably don't see the big picture of not Freezer being reinforced. Why is that very good for the takers? I will tell you after this the whole
Yeah, they didn't reinforce freezer, did they?
And they fully reinforced it.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah,
as
I should have went with the
Monty,
blue push. I literally was thinking blue push because it was just like all the operators they didn't even have a breach now. But I didn't want to leave the fuser on the other side, and I just knew he wasn't gonna listen to me because he didn't have his mic.
They shouldn't have even gotten last round. They didn't reinforce hatches either.
and someone said
I
that
didn't know that.
they're not reinforcing
Yeah,
hatches either.
instead.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, I
I
did.
was trying to
I
clear
think
up
I
his
said
map 'cause I
that.
didn't know where
Oh.
Vigil was. I knew he was upstairs.
Or someone else said that, and I was like, wow, we could have pushed the hatches and played.
I mean, a trophy. Bedroom
Bedroom.
games.
I mean, they have the kind of bit of floor because they have one basement, and
Yeah.
most likely they're not going to go dining kitchen or dining meeting. I mean, kitchen meeting.
Smoke
I
and
already
heat.
have a drone set up in Big Top already.
Namaku said,
Yeah. I remember how this played out too. Literally 2 hard breachers, but no one to
I mean,
get this. We said to Ash, but I don't even think Ash got it.
who's
I
the
hated this game much. This game was really bad. It was this
Uh,
game, and it was the other game after this game. I think that was Consulate. This
damn.
was like my very bad game. But like my brother learned a lot, that's all that mattered to me. But I made so many mistakes, and my trust in my teammates was just not there whatsoever.
Ash from below.
Oh yes, when got picked by the
Ooh.
No,
mute.
he's in the corner of the bedroom.
Okay, so you know that he's there. You can ask
But I can get
Thermite to flash him out, because he's going to be flashed no matter what. Because that's so flashes work. Anyone in the radius of 4 meters is going to be flashed. But okay, you're refragged.
Oh.
You're
Yeah, I
oh,
die though after
y-
this.
your friend wanted to frag him out, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so if you want to frag him out, you want to be in the safe position, like being on the right. So I'm not sure. So if you're cooking the frag grenade, you always want to be in a safe spot. And the moment you're about to throw the frag grenade, then you peek, like you white peek. You don't cook grenade whilst having an angle on the door. And I'm
yeah,
not
that
sure.
was my brother. He was on the rappel behind me, and he died. He
Ooh,
got headshotted.
that's super exposed.
Yeah, I was gonna tell him to frag him out, but he didn't because he rose rappelled. So I was just like, never mind. I died here.
Face checking.
Yeah,
And you even had a droning for you.
he didn't let me know that the mute was there.
But Nook has a silencer. Let's go. That's all that
Oh my
matters.
god, bro. Listen to the commentary of Nook. It's just hilarious when he was talking about the heart feature.
they have that many as well.
Let's see.
Damn it. Ash should have just been to the bottom.
Yep, there we go.
Rip.
United.
No, okay.
Nook dies
And
too.
he says,
Sure.
"Oh, okay." But yeah, I really much dislike silencers.
Okay.
I have made a full command on my Discord for suppressors. I so much despise them.
Yeah, I don't like suppressors at all. There's no point using them. I think the only gun that's a good with suppressor is the stupid shotgun, right?
Okay.
I mean, at this point, he could destroy the camera. Oh,
I'm gonna get killed.
no, he's not destroying the camera.
Nook died. Was it white? Oh,
That's Legion. Above you. In bedroom.
Let's go, Nook.
Please, just hit the headshot.
But in these situations, you gotta force 1 versus 1s. You don't run away from the 1 versus 1s. They're giving you 1 versus 1s, you take it. If you
Yeah,
plan
no,
to win, of
that's
course, but
cool.
he's not going to.
yeah.
I guess.
I usually do that. I know
Because,
that's him by
like,
himself.
yeah,
Try to do it.
if he could have taken like 1 versus 1 against the Valkyrie, now against
gonna go.
Mute.
It's still see nothing going.
Let's see the lineup. 2 hard breaches, I assume, again. No, you're actually not a hard breach.
Nah.
Let's go. Fraggy. Let's go, Fraggy. Fraggy operator.
Yeah, I usually main IQ and
Don't
Zof.
want that.
I used to main Twitch,
There's,
but I can't control a
Yeah,
Rico with the
there's
F2.
wall open.
I tried doing it
That's
yesterday, and I was just like, man, I just can't do it.
Okay, so we just gotta try it out.
You
by the way.
were just
If we go
nope.
upstairs again,
Yeah.
try to go open it.
I tried using a muzzle brake and see if I
I'll open it real quick. I'll go to the bedroom.
I mean, I went to like a
Open it
custom
again,
to like see if I can
the
control
few things out,
her
and
recoil
then you
that
go
way,
to the
but
bedroom, the end of
it's
the video.
just I could obviously if I'm not leaning.
Someone else can play window.
Just like anything, if you're not leaning, you can definitely control the recoil better.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, her vertical recoil is kind of. Usually, vertical recoil is not an issue, but on F2 can be.
Yeah.
And especially on console, like on console, I believe it's way harder. I mean, on console you have less recoil, but it's way hard to compensate.
Yeah.
Bunker is getting again reinforced.
Last one's Asian.
So yeah, this is where it comes handy understanding how to defend, because if you know how to defend properly, then you will know how to like abuse the fact that they're reinforcing fully blue, as well as the freezer. Because again, if you're not 100% sure why you play in the elbow or why do you open up the like the freezer walls again, then you most likely won't see the issue of reinforcing it.
Mhm.
Okay, you saw that Mozzie was in the laundry, and I can see that kind of Maverick is running for himself. Someone's pushing from the garage. They're running a lot of area. So what I would definitely suggest over here is I will ask Maverick if he droned out the tower side. And if he did, then I will leave my drone in the corner, in the left side of the corner, and then you can watch T1 as well as kitchen. That way, Maverick can get in and do whatever he wants to. Because the moment you're going like to the basement, someone could go from kitchen and then kill Maverick. So keeping the map control with the drone is kind of more important than droning like basement. Because at this moment, with this intel, you're not going to do that much because you need to open up the meeting hatch, and that's already going to cost maybe 10 to 20 seconds, and this intel is already old.
Yeah.
But having
I think we did open up meeting hatch. I'm not sure, but yeah, I
yeah,
can see what you mean. I mean, we also had a nomad too for
for the flanks.
flank.
But yeah, she
Yeah.
was kind of too far. But having a drone like in the green hallway watching kitchen so nobody peeks, that is probably better than having a drone over here, or even being used on the Mozzie Pass.
Blind pillar. It's smoke or whoever is there.
By the way, yeah, I mean you probably didn't. Yeah, so if you're afraid of, I mean, you don't know that there's a Mozzie Pass, but if there is one, then you can always jump over. The
Jump
fence.
over the yeah.
But yeah, you kind of probably saw it the signal too late.
It's smoke or whoever.
No time to react. Okay, so Maverick is crouch walking his way towards the hallway. And that's probably something that crouch walking should not happen in the 5 stack unless crouch walking from the different side. Like if you're pushing everybody from the tower side, you should have a drone like watching kitchen and having one drone or a person watching from the garage. That way you covered all the flanks that could come towards the meeting.
The amount of people that crouch walk in this game on console is ridiculous.
I mean, that's probably the main idea. People are losing or winning. Because crouch walking usually means I'm not sure what is in the next room. And I don't want to be like in the running position if I see someone. But if you have someone watching from the garage lobby, and if you have a drone watching kitchen, nobody can go in meeting, and nobody can go in the meeting. And that means you're not going to crouch walk, you're just going to do your stuff, and you will do like way quicker job doing your stuff rather than wasting your time on crouch walking and possibly actually getting killed if actually someone get in the meeting. If you get what I mean.
Mhm.
Tell me if he peeks it.
So yeah, this is the drone spot I was talking about. You can watch the kitchen and the tower stairs. Okay, you have someone watch. Okay, your brother is watching from the garage. That's
Yeah.
that's smart.
I believe he's Jackal, so he's also trying to find out who's Roman.
And another drone which can be pretty useful is this drone hole. I'm not sure. So this drone hole can see all the way to the dining, so kitchen dining. So having a drone over here, and then you have Jackal's garage. This whole area is free for you. You know that nobody will be in the meeting. And you don't need this control. Like all that you need to have is meeting hatch open and make sure that defenders can play in the meeting. You don't need to pick the new angles, unless you want to push from the lobby side, but that's kind of unnecessary.
Right.
He's prone.
You don't have any intel what is like over here, right?
No intel.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah.
all.
He's dock. He's dock.
Yeah, be careful because in these situations, people ask why is he playing there. Because usually playing here is very smart if you know that so if you know that you're not going to drone this area out, that most likely means the opponent wouldn't drone that area around. So maybe playing in dumb positions like this will win you the round. But if you were playing over here and you got droned out, you're dead. So I will definitely suggest. Okay, so you're now droning. I mean to get the freezer. But what I would like to see with the drone as well is, I will just simply check if someone is on the top right or in this hallway, like showers hallway. Just quickly check it, like waste maybe 5 seconds additionally. Because I will be really afraid if someone is playing there.
It burns so much time.
Yeah, you guys all are playing as if there was no roamers, right?
Big time.
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, we didn't. The reason we didn't think they had a roamer was because was because Jackal. They were afraid of Jackal. So.
Uh-huh.
Oh, did we lose this? What if we did lose this?
What are defenders doing? And no, this is, bro. I mean, I know you want to get a kill, but not at every cost. Like the moment you drop down, like there's still other two defenders.
Yeah.
And definitely don't get in. Like someone could be like in the freezer doorway. Be careful about that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to go for a plant. Go for a plant. What? Go for a plant.
You sure?
Yeah,
that
I didn't know he was Harry Potter.
You sure
did
that this is
not.
gold lobby?
This is gold, trust me.
A source, trust me, bro.
Trust me, yeah. It's gold. This is gold.
I don't know, mate. It's like one being under the open hedge, the other one trying to peek the open hedge, and the third guy proning the Harry Potter. Nice. I mean, there was really nothing much to do. It was 3 versus 1, but what are defenders doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, like these.
You know what? I'm going to put
I
this
was
part.
also at the.
I'm going to put this part of it on the YouTube. I want to see the YouTube comments. What will they say about this?
Like I said, like just I don't know, like these kids are really bad on the other team,
Better downstairs.
but I was also just not thinking
Better downstairs.
like strategically how to counter them because I mean think about it, if they're that bad, you can't really expect the things they're gonna do. They might do stupid stuff.
Do you know why you can't expect it? Because you don't drone it out. If you will be droning it out, you will see that someone is the pillars, maybe not in the pillars, but by the Harry Potter.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know I was a match, but I had no more drones. All my drones were
So
gone.
usually the stupid plays are countered by droning, and stupid plays are good when people don't drone because they don't expect someone to prone in the middle of the fucking room. Like why would
Yeah.
someone do that?
Oh,
Because nobody's going to drone.
Cade. Is it-
So yeah, droning is definitely something what your team needs to improve on as well as you, and especially if you're going to play in a competitive 5-stack, like drone for each other, and don't let your teammates to crouch walk unless they are going to push alone. Like you're doing the tower push and then they are pushing from the freezer side, then crouch walking is fine. But whoever is pushing from the tower side should not be crouch walking, because crouch
Yeah.
walking again stands for I'm not sure what is in front of me. and you have at least 2 droners. They need to know what is in front of them. This Banshee probably will be better if put by the floor, and more towards the stairs. Like I will put it over here, because if a taker's like, I think this will deny like this area, right? But this
Yeah.
is already kind of too deep in the freezer. Like you want to be able to deny takers when they're like bottom of the stairs, not already too deep inside.
Well, if you remember when I was banded, the angle I was holding, that's why I didn't think like anyone's gonna push there. But just in case, if I can't hear them or like I looked away from freezer, I'll hear them because unless they vault over the thing, I'm gonna hear the vault or the banshee. They're gonna trigger the banshee.
But I would say that
And
this is kind of too passive. I will put it slightly bit toward the stairs.
yeah,
No, you can take them claw off if you want. Okay.
That's a drone. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll get it because I can get your hole as well.
Another. So if you want to put a, I can go to blueprints
No, you
after
take them,
this
claw
whole
off.
video. So
Okay.
for the banshee,
Put them up.
you want to put it like over here, so you deny the tower push, like people on like by the tower stairs, not by the pillars. The moment the takers get like in this area, you really can't get any use of the banshee, so they
yeah,
pretty much can melee it. And then the third banshee can either go next to the double doors. So again, with this angle, you can deny the pillars push, but also from the elbow you can deny the attacker. So they are kind of forced to destroy the banshee prior going towards the inside of the blue. This banshee, I mean, you won't be able to use this banshee at all. So if attackers get in this area, they already have the full pillars control, unless they are crouch walking.
Yeah, I'll get it because I can get your hole.
right. It's-
Well, that's a big unless, right?
I mean, like, don't be surprised.
Sit in this room on him.
I will never be after the previous round. Okay, but keep in mind that in the newest season, I think the banshees will be nerfed. Maybe not in the newest
Yeah, they
season,
will.
but in the like in between the season, the banshees will soon be nerfed. But
Yeah.
what I wanted to mention is that if you don't want to put the blue banshee like but the double door, some teams like to put like banshee over here, and you will because usually, lately not really, but it used to happen that someone will be playing in this corner, and then with the help of this banshee, he can wide peek and prefer anyone trying to get in the double door, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But more about this banshee again, I will tell you when we go to the blueprints.
I can get this hatch as well. It's fine.
This banshee is fine.
No,
This banshee is fine.
it's fine. I'll still place it on your camera. I'll place it.
So Kaid as well as mute against the hatch. Let's go.
Oh, my next time.
Actually, I don't know if this was 5-3 or full overtime. Was this full overtime or it was?
This was full overtime. Yeah. Because we lost this round and we lost trophy. Not trophy, games. Sorry.
Any
Games,
reason?
games kids.
Yeah, but any reason why impact over C4? Do you
Uh,
plan to impact strike or this? I guess this.
Yeah.
But you have shotgun. Mute unless he has MP5K.
Big tower.
We almost had this round too. This round was winnable. I think we just didn't hold angles. We just got picked 1v1.
You kind of have mute to open up this angle, but
I think
okay.
he's blue. He's blue. He's blue. He's blue.
Yeah.
Someone is calling blue.
I'm just rotating.
I'm not a fan of this angle that you're holding, because there's nothing whoever is by the stairs kind of decides when he's going to peek, and if he's going to prefer you, like he can do it whenever he wants. So you're the one that is going to get peeked, and you never want to get in siege to get peeked. So if you want to hold
Right.
this angle, hold it from this side. So this like door frame helps you to have a pixel angle towards. So if you were, let me see if in any position you were there. Yeah, you will be there. Okay, so let's assume that let's go slow motion. Okay, so this is great. So if
So
you,
angle.
so yeah, so if you were holding this, if you're holding this angle, this means that whoever passes towards the left side, he can't see you anymore. He can
Yeah,
see you
and I can
only
swing him.
in this position. So if he's on the full left side, then you're deciding when to go in the gunfight. And then you're the one that is pre-firing. But what you're holding over here is whoever is Sphinx, like you're wide open, and he decides when to pick the gunfight. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think he's blue. He's blue. He's blue. He's blue.
Mute is also kind of exposed from the tower. I'm not sure if he's aware of that.
I'm just rotating right there. Yeah. He's
Oh,
blue.
that's why I was playing this angle. So they were pushing blue, so I wanted to
I was gonna say keep holding
swing.
pillar.
Yeah, they reinforced the
They're
wall.
over there.
What is
That's
what
it.
is
So
Vigil
I wanted
doing?
to swing the wall. I don't know.
Vigil is doing the repeat of what Doc was doing above the hedge.
No. Oh yeah, like victim, yeah. I don't think he did that. I think he just died because someone on stairs shot him.
Get a shovel down from
I mean, at this moment, if they don't open up these walls, they really can't do anything. Like you have most likely at least one, if not two, C4s to deny the plant, and you can do it safely from like this rotation.
Well, technically one because my brother doesn't know how to use a C4. I
I
don't think they can
mean,
rotate.
you have an. I'm pretty like just through over. Like I don't think it's very hard to throw the C4 over it. Or I think he should be able to be fine with it. This is not a
Yeah,
super hard throw. But
he's still learning about how to do that.
But the
But
thing is, even without the C4s, we won't get from the freezer. You also can deny all the plant spots. So yeah,
yeah,
where mute is, like from where the mute is, and this you can deny all the plant spots in the supply. So as long as
With them. Watch his back.
the walls behind you on the right side of you are not open, you don't need to pick anything aggressively. So your brother is kind of playing now too aggressive, and you're also kind of playing too
Maybe not.
aggressive.
You have a jackal.
It's fine. It's fine.
Cookie is lit up. That's fine.
look at the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hate this game so much. I wish this game never existed.
Before
I mean, I did the best I could to frag, but
So basically, if you were shooting from this angle, I will not recommend holding the same angle again, because you can get pre-fire pretty
Okay,
easily.
okay.
This is not actually a pixel angle. This is pre-fireable.
Jaeger, watch out behind you. One's pillar. It's not.
Hey,
oh yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah, I know. I remember how I died.
but I don't understand why you're guys playing too aggressive.
Nice. Get me, please.
Not if I can.
You got it.
Get him.
I'm afraid. Okay. Wait, you're going to lose. This is 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh.
lose. Yeah, we lost this. Yeah, I lost in closet to Nomad. I tried to hide.
The nomad corner.
5 seconds remaining.
Hold on.
2 seconds.
Rotate.
Oh well.
Mission failure.
Let's see if you could do something better over here.
Down to 15
That's right
seconds.
now.
Did you know that both attackers are pushing from the south side?
Yes, I knew one was in freezer, and I knew one was
Well, in the lobby.
on the X. Yeah.
So why didn't you play from the north side, like from this side of the supply, or even from the connector? You were afraid of them planting, or?
Yeah. I also wanted to stay close to the other site just in case he was planted. Didn't want to go too far. Plus, I was also one shot too, literally, even with 20 health.
Because staying in the close, that is probably the first thing that you're going to pre-fire if there's like 2 seconds remaining, right? Like you will most likely pre-fire that spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think playing the close it
I
was
should've rotated earlier.
was not the
Yeah, it was
greatest
a really bad
choice.
call.
Yeah.
He even hit me, literally. Oh my god, now we're gonna flip.
I just didn't. I was so mad that he got me. I just didn't understand how. Lucky shot. But see, I thought the mute would have survived because
They can go up.
he's got the angle. They didn't get the wall, so all he has to do is wait for the sledge to push up since he used his nades already.
Mm-hmm.
But he got fragged out. So, and I didn't know. if I thought he was gonna survive because he seemed like he was good. Then he died, and then when he died, I died. Yeah, and we lost this one. We took too much time. We lost this round because we took too much time on the wall, and they were holding that heavy. They played the trophy room again.
Like they were playing kids.
No, yeah, they were upstairs. They were playing trophy, holding down bedroom.
Is there any
We couldn't.
reason why don't you guys push from the tower side if you're doing the bedroom push?
I I don't know. Honestly, I don't ever play tower side or even if it's like, not banded. It's just I don't know. I feel like I don't really know how to play it if I did. It just
Because if
I
you
guess I'm so scared of just below the window there's another level.
mm-hmm.
So you get the level of the actual of the floor,
Yeah.
and then you gotta vault up to the attic bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so scared of the swing right there. Like I just feel it's so risky for me anyways. So I just don't do it.
But you're in a 5-stack.
Remember, a 5-stack that I don't trust. The only person I'm
True.
trusting is my brother. So that's why I won't do it. I mean, higher ranks, if we want to do it, I can do it.
Nice go. I mean, generally speaking, in the solo queue, I usually always push from the tower side. I use Hibana. I put a drone in the tower, T2, and then
Mhm.
without the drone, I can see who is in the tower, and if nobody is in, then I just get in. Because opening up the tower to tarp the attic wall kind of forces defenders to worry about the attic side. So if you're just going to push on the trophy and the bridge when the game's trophy in the games, that's like kind of a one-dimensional. It's one-dimensional or two-dimensional push because from the like bottom tarps you can deny both pushes at like the same. So it's most likely one-dimensional push. But if they have to worry about the breach, then this guy really cannot play that much safe against
I
you
mean,
as well
I
as
wanted
the.
to. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was pretty much done. So yeah, what do you want to say?
I said, I mean, I was thinking if I did, I could, if we had two hard reachers, one could play the south, I mean the north side, play the big tower, and I
Mhm.
get the trophy wall open, because that would deny the swing
For you guys.
from kids,
Box right here.
and
Mario at the window.
it'd be easier to take the attic control. We push in, and we can get either kids control or aviator, or the games, sorry,
Mhm.
or games control if we get the other wall open. So
Well, okay. So why did I stop over here? Is I want to repeat that if you're going to do the bedroom push with 3 people, I can see one nobody's over there, and most likely I think Maverick was always pushing bedroom side, push from the
yes,
armory, because
hmm
if you had someone by the armory, Valkyrie will be stuck, right?
right.
Yeah.
Box right here.
So that'll be a free call.
Mario at the window. Want me to wait for you?
Alright, that's fine. I'll just play
So yeah, this is a better. So this is the angle what I was talking about, like in the pillars. If you were holding on this side, that would be bad because she can just swing and just pre-fire you. But in this case, like you're kind of holding a pixel angle, so even if she swings,
Nope.
she will have. Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Why on the floor?
So on the floor, I was trying to take advantage of the shrapnel,
Okay,
but
but that works if a bandit or Kai did. Okay, I understand if bandit or
yeah,
Kai, but it
I didn't
wasn't.
know. I didn't know he had a mute there. I thought there was a.
What is Wolverine doing? She knows that someone is in the bedroom and she just doesn't care.
No. I'm ping.
On ping, the best call. Let's go.
Alright, clear now. Please when I'm ping. I'm going back to
Yeah, someone needs to open this strategy jammer. Like Hibana is now trying to open up the wall that you were trying to open, but someone needs to open up below.
Yeah. Man, I hate this game. This game was really bad.
Be playing Poacher.
Yeah, let's go my cam.
And it was against golds too.
Did
I
you
mean,
see Gumine? Did you see the Gumine?
Yeah,
yes.
let's go my
I
cam.
did.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
Gumine.
See.
Okay.
Yeah. He's playing trophy mode.
Oof, but this angle is not going to give you anything unless you want to throw the frags, but you or flashes, but you can open up the top one. Did you
Yeah.
kind of miss?
Yeah, I threw it too high. So
I'm not sure if this was planned for some big brain stuff. Oh, let's go, brown drop shooting. Let's go. I'm pretty sure they jammed.
oh, they all died. Yeah, Legion was in games, and again, there was the Jaeger or whatever. I just didn't know what to do because it's just like this wall soft, but I could run through it, but I could die. Legion's still holding the angle in games. I still haven't taken out the trap of the lob of white stairs. I mean, not white stairs. Main stairs.
So what you can do over here at least is leave a drone like this, or maybe slightly high, so your dead teammates can see when that guy will shoot your drone, if he will shoot. Because there is a big chance that he is ADS and that there is a iron sights like blocking his view to the drone. So having your drone watching nothing versus watching someone is probably like it's probably better to have a drone watching someone so your dead teammates can watch it. Because you see where you will put your drone now. And also, Legion Gumine, he's in games, right?
Yes, he's in games.
And you didn't. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't know until the end.
Yeah, because he just threw a Gumine in front of you. But yeah, check where your drone is. Like, you can put drone watching nothing. So your dead teammates cannot do anything with your
Yeah,
drone.
the reason I stopped droning is because we had 30 seconds. So I was just like, we got to do something.
I mean,
I
then
gotta stop droning.
like put a drone like this at least, so you
Right.
can see if someone is like crossing by, but your drone really can't do anything. Like
Mhm.
you always want to have like that teammate to be useful.
It's not this
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
The teammates were really bad.
I mean, at least they can call, right?
Yeah.
Unless. Oof, that's barricaded. That's also, if this is barricaded, that's 3 rounds for the attackers, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep, I'm gonna die. He swung me.
Okay, so let's go to blueprints. Let me just let me just go to the channel second post. Okay, so blueprints. Are you familiar with these blueprints? Is this okay if I write it over here? Are you fine with this?
Yeah.
You're good.
I've never seen this before. This is actually really cool.
Okay, I can send you
Let's
these.
get default cams.
I think you can even on the some maps you can even click on them. Probably older maps. Like let's go to bank. Come on.
Oh my god, wow. The amount of things.
You can see this as well. Also, you on menu you can put double, and then if you want vertical angles, there is a circle, and then you have the triangle on the right side. So this is pretty useful, especially for the newer players like your brother. But okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to one floor, so it's easier. Oregon. So since we ended up on kids, let me go first kids. Let me see if the colors are good. Green is good, yellow is good. Okay. So
What's the S and H?
I think secure. So hostage, secure, and one bomb, two bomb.
Oh, okay.
And this is destructible floor, like these.
The red is the wood floor, right?
Yeah, the destructible floor.
All the yellows are walls,
Yeah,
soft
soft walls that you
walls.
can reinforce. Sometimes it's wrong, but usually like 90%, 95% it's correct.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is that if this is, yeah, do you understand why if this is barricade, why is this a free round?
Yes, because then if you break it down, they can hear it. They'll hold the angles there.
Okay, so
Or they'll pre-fire you if they know you're coming up the steps.
okay, so okay, you understand? Do you know why having a taker on the top white is very powerful?
Yeah, because then you can hold the angle up to 1B, helping those on the right coming from trophy side, or
Or
even
tough.
breach, yeah. Or if they reinforce the wall of kids, you can have an easy plan of the double
Mhm.
window. If they jump
'Cause
in, frag out the guy in bunks, and this guy can pay attention to 1B, or if not 1B, hold where the secure thing is if they know no one is in the trophy. I mean, in kids.
yeah, you pretty much said what I needed to say. Nice. Okay, so that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. So the second thing is if you push tower and you push this side, then this guy. So first, before pushing the tower side, this
Yeah,
guy.
see where the X is, that's what I'm afraid the most is the swing. But
Mm-hmm.
what I would
You should
realize is
be
that if I get the trophy window open right here,
a trophy
that
window.
oh,
Which
I mean
trophy?
this the bedroom trophy, this little room,
Oh,
deer, next to the one camera.
this one.
Yeah, no, not the window, the room.
Oh,
So
this
you
one.
go, yeah, that wall right
Oh,
there. If we get this wall open,
okay.
that will keep the swing coming from attic. So that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to do an attic push, but I've always been afraid of the attic push because of the swing. So unless if I breach the attic, breach to the far left, if we're looking at it, but on the screen we would obviously breach to the far right if we were playing. But based on looking at the map, if we breach to the far left where the little stuff is in the way,
Mm-hmm.
where the drone hole is, the purple, I'm assuming is drone holes.
Yeah, this is drone hole, and there is also this drone hole is missing.
Yeah. If we breached over there, it would have been safer, a little safer than going to the far right.
Okay, I have a question. What if there is no defender by the tarps? What do you do? As an attacker, of
Either
course.
drone them out,
But
flash them,
but
nade them.
there is no defender over here. Like there is no defender.
Oh, there's no defender
Yes. What do you do?
in where tarps.
In the tarps, yeah. There's no defender, so defenders don't understand why is this guy powerful and how do you abuse that in your control.
Well, one is we have attic control, but unless they have a rotate into kids, we can get this wall right here, the
Okay.
bottom wall near bedroom, or even know that like. Hmm,
So okay, my question is, why is this place important for the
Well,
defenders?
because I was just gonna say for an attacker, they just can get on kid's window and get out of control. Easy out of control.
But
If we get,
what do you get by the attic control?
we can go into kids, run into kids,
Really?
and maybe safe plan. Yeah. If someone's on the kid's window, if no one's in this, if they're in this corner, right, the far left corner, yeah, if they're over here, we have out of control. Then one person can hold the angle into the other side.
I mean, let's see. Um, I mean, aside from the vertical, like, okay, if you got the attic for free, that means somewhere else are playing defenders. So you could be potentially denied from this angle as well as from the top right, but also I guess the kids guy has it. I'm the biggest issue of repelling here is that you're kind of exposed from the green hallway window, which is somewhere. Actually, it is here, lol.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
So, but
I mean, I was thinking,
this is poorly written. Like it should be like over here. It's more like it's something like here. I would say it's not there.
right. But I mean, if we had attic control, I just think it's maybe safer if someone's on white stairs, because they can watch and see if someone's going to try to rotate around from games into bunks,
Mhm.
um, or even like
I mean, pushing out this guy won't be that easy, by the way. But
right.
but
But you're safe if someone removes the anchor watching attic near the window.
mm-hmm, yep. But okay, so the main idea behind this guy is that he can swing anyone in the trophy whenever he wants. So he kind of denies the trophy push as well as he can anytime swing at this bridge. So if there is nobody over here, that means defenders can only deny the trophy push like from the top right, right?
Right.
And if you have like someone in the games by the games window, and if you smoke off this, then you can go plan default. Okay, this is maybe too high tech, right? Nuclear physics for gold people, but the main idea of if you get the like tarps control, it's going to be way easier to do the trophy
Two-dimensional
and the
push.
bridge push. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you need to fight against only the top white, and even like you can always kind of try to pre-fire that angle.
Right. But you don't want to get. I just feel like if you're holding that angle up to the deer, whatever the statue room over here. You know, where the deer and the fox is next to the bedroom, whatever
Like
this room is.
like
Yeah,
trophy.
this room.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually, I'm
trophy.
going to enable the room names.
Yeah, the trophy. So if you're holding this trophy angle, someone could be in door main hall and just shoot you.
I mean, if you're in the attic, then they really can't. And if you open up this wall, they really can't be there, right?
Right.
If you open up this bridge, if someone
Hmm.
is playing buddy here, like he's kind of stuck, like he cannot go back, and then you just like you can just frag him out.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, what you said is also fine. Like you can do the kids push easier, but you need to get like you need to make sure that nobody's playing there. And the moment you got this in control, then yeah, you can I guess plant where this guy was.
Hmm.
But yeah, the main idea over here is that the reason why pushing from the tower side is to push away the defender from the tarps to kids.
Hmm.
That's kind of the main idea of pushing the big tower window. And I understand that if there is barred wires, etc., like you have to get rid of it, like air Zofia, frag grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you kind of need to get rid of it because this guy is very strong. Because again, he can deny whenever he wants to. He can deny both of your pushes from the breach as well as from the trophy. Do you have any question before I go to basement?
Um. No, actually, now I'm considering the attic push. I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to create a strat.
So the main idea behind the attack push is to push out the tarps guy, and then you have
Hmm.
a lot of more options for the attack.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
mean, if you
I
get any
I don't.
question, we can always go back.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I promised you. Okay, I'm going to close the room. So it's kind of messy. So usually you reinforce this. You
Hmm.
okay? It really depends on the team. Some teams reinforce the left, the right. It really doesn't depend. Let's assume that you reinforce the left side.
Okay.
Usually this is reinforced, this is reinforced, this is reinforced, and then you have three hatches. That's three. How much? Six. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you have 2 free reinforcements. That's more than enough. Okay, so the reason why you want to open up this hole is before you always. This is a bad color now. Let's go to pink. Yeah, pink is better. So usually you had one player over here, one player over here, and one player over here. Then you also use sometimes have one by the pillars, and the last guy is usually by the elbow. So usually this is kind of a default. Sometimes you change this guy here if you know that the attackers will be pushing from the like blue side. But that's really up to how the push is happening. But let's just erase this. So what do you do with this open hole is that any attacker, like in the freezer, has to worry about this, has to worry about this, and has to worry about this angle. So that's three angles to worry about, right?
Oh, we reinforced the one wall, not both of them. I mean, not both of them. Okay.
Yeah, just one wall. So
Yeah.
this
So you have the
wall.
protection if you're hiding, if you're anchoring behind the bomb, because you can swing the one whoever's
Mhm.
pushing down main, who's ever pushing down freezer, and you can keep it on pillar just in case.
And if you remember, when on the first or the second round, when the first time you were defending kids and dorms, when I was talking about the crossfires, if you remember. Do you remember that one?
The Montaigne Crossfire
No. In the very first round when you were playing like over here, then I suggested
as Bandit.
Jaeger here
Y-
and then
Yeah,
Khalid over here.
the triangle.
Like
Yeah, the
yeah,
triangle.
crossfires. Okay, the same thing happens over here. I'm just going to rewrite. So these 3 people. Let's go over all 5. So as you can see, okay, we have 3 crossfires on this spot. Also, you have 1 angle, 2 angle, 2 angles on the lobby. And fuck. And you have 2 wrong. 2 angles on blue. So as you can see, even over like generally speaking, you always want to have crossfires because that's the best, but the best way of retrading. If this guy dies against the freezer push, then this guy can retrade this guy and reverse. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's always like everything is about retrading. So if you're going to reinforce these 2, if this guy dies, you can't retrade him unless you swing from this door. But swinging from this door, like you're just entering into their crosshair placement, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, usually you want to open up this one and reinforce this one. So recently teams, but in ranked I think you should still be safe. But teams are not playing over here anymore because from the hedge you can with the Hibana destroy this part. And then it's sometimes you can from the freezer destroy the hard bridge, sometimes you don't, because again, as I mentioned, from here you can throw the frag grenade, you can push this guy away, and then you can open up from the hedge this wall. And the moment this wall is open, then this guy is like very exposed from the lobby angle as well as from the freezer angle.
Right.
And that is the reason why this shield is starting to become the meta, because this shield cannot be destroyed from the hedge, and it does the same purpose as having this guy, because
Right.
this is the crossfire, this is the crossfire, and this is the crossfire. So I was this was kind of for me important to tell you because again you're playing in a 5-stack and it's kind of expected you guys to play in the crossfires, but again you said yourself that you really don't trust your teammates, and especially in the crossfires you won't be able to trust them, right?
Right.
But when you get in a proper stack, or if your teammates get better, then try to think about how to make as much crossfires as possible. Like try to make utility in a way, try to put the utility in a way to have as much crossfires as possible, because crossfires are probably the best way of playing Siege. Because like it's very hard to kill 2 people at the same time as an attacker or defender. Do you understand why you're playing in the elbow and not reinforcing these 2?
Just to deny blue push.
Pretty much, but okay. So do you understand why do you open up this wall as an attacker?
As an attacker, yeah.
Yeah. So why?
Yeah, a lot of lines of sight. Cause then the only line of sight you gotta watch for is freezer. If you clear out pillar, you can easily plant default plant.
Yeah. So from the bridge you can see freeze, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also
that's-
watch, and no one's gonna swing rotation, so they're obviously gonna back up. So all you gotta do is hold one angle, get the plant down, and you're good.
that's pretty much it. You pretty much answered the question. So when this is reinforced, fully reinforced, that means nobody will be playing over here. That's not going to stall anything. Like all that they need to do is clear out this guy, and then they can just push in. Sure, the pillars guy can somewhat peek, but you have a lot of options to deny him. Like if nobody's here, then attackers have to worry just about this guy. And the moment attackers get there, like even if you kite, bandit, or mute, like something will be available. Kali will be available, Maverick will be available, or Thatcher will be available, and you can't ban free operators.
Right.
You can bandit trick Kali. So if your team opponents ban Maverick, you can ban Thatcher, and then maybe you can bandit trick. Other than that, it's going to be very hard. And even if you can't deny the bandit trigger, you always can. When you get a pillar's control from here, you can always throw the frag grenades over the bandit, and then he's denied.
Right.
So yeah, the biggest issue for the blue push is for the attacker is how to get the blue control. And if you give them up for free, yeah, that's pretty much just push blue. Pillar is not as hard to get in control if you have blue control.
If they're playing blue heavy,
Hmm.
what do you suggest to counter?
So usually, how do you push blue is next steps. So first you
Okay,
get okay. Let's
because
now.
it's like I know like in the higher ranks, there's a lot of utility for blue.
Mhm.
ADSs, shield, smoke, and sometimes Malusi.
Mhm.
I
So
just want to know.
so usually the setup is for the heavy utilities deployable shield, ADSs, probably ADS over here. Then you have Banshee on the X. You have an ADS over here. Player. Let's put players in pink.
Okay.
Then you have deployable shield usually facing tower. Tower stairs. Any other important utility? Okay, we can. This is reinforced. This is whole, and this is reinforced. And yeah, we can. I guess this is also kind of important guy. You'll see later why. So this is against. These 4 people are against a heavy blue push. You said heavy. Okay. So the first. Oh fuck! I must not move this. Okay. So the first step is for the takers is to open up again. Why so big? Uh,
Open up the hatch, right?
yeah, open up the hatch. So you want to push from the. Don't mind the left draw now. So you want to open up the hatch, but so you need to clear the whole tower. You need to clear the whole tower and all the way towards this. And that is the reason why I told you don't need to peek further, if you remember.
Yeah.
So you don't
Just
need.
as long as you have meeting control
So
and
as long as
kitchen.
you can open up the meeting hatch, you're good. Okay, when you get the meeting hatch open, that means from the meeting hatch. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to take picture of this so I can draw over it. I'm going to go to. Wait a second. I want to. I don't want. So I'm going to erase everything, but. Let's go to paint. Yeah. Okay. So now I can draw over it. Okay. So we have opened up the hatch. Okay.
Okay.
And now from the hatch, you can use a frag grenade towards the pillars. That's a possibility. You don't need to do that immediately, but that's a possibility. But the idea is that you can clear this area from the hatch, right?
Right.
Then
Which is safer for blue stairs push.
yeah. So from the blue stairs you can get the other angle. The only safe angle for him is to be stuck in this corner, but as I mentioned, being stuck in the corner is never a good idea unless you're forced to. So okay, so from the blue and the hedge, you can kind of deny the pillar sky. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The next step is now the Shaiko. So this is Shaiko because for some Shaiko got several kills from this.
Yeah, I remember.
Irrelevant, but yeah. So so how to clear the Shaiko guy? So usually what is done is Hibana or Ace from the hedge are opening up the Shaiko walls. And now this guy this guy in the supply comes very handy for the defenders because he can deny the hard breach, right?
Right.
So what the takers are doing is they smoke off the whole wall and they start opening it up. What defenders can do is impact trick it. And that is the main reason why Hibana is broken. Like you can't impact trick Hibana. Like she has 9 of these stuff. So only if you have 10 impacts, which you don't have, you'll be able to impact trick. But regardless, if you have Hibana or if you have Ace, you most likely will open up these walls. It's just a matter of time when. And when you push out this, when you open up this wall, that means the Shaiko guy will have to go to blue. Alright?
Right.
So during your opening it up, that means it will be really good to have someone already watching this angle, because that will be a free kill. Okay, let's just repeat. So you're opening up this one, and this guy is going to blue or to pillars. If you're going to blue, then if you have someone over there, he's a free kill, right?
Mm.
And since you have someone by the stairs, he's also a free kill from the stairs. Okay.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm going too quick.
Okay, no, I'm following. So, as Ace or Habana on Meeting Hatch, we would take out the Shekel wall
Mm-hmm.
and the wall, the one that's reinforced for facing blue.
Face.
The double doors, the double doors, the double doors. The wall that's facing the double doors.
No, the wall that is facing the Shaiko guy.
Okay, so we just
this wall.
only
this
get that wall.
Yeah.
Just that wall.
Yep.
Okay.
So you open up here hole, so he's exposed from the hatch,
Okay, got it.
and then he's forced to go to blue
Right.
or to pillars. But regardless, he's going to be picked from the stairs. It's not necessary to pick him, but if you can, it's a recommended thing to do.
So quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The guy on blue stairs, if we push if we push pillar guy out, what if the guy that is playing Shaiko Dorg, goes to Harry Potter?
I mean, if he goes to play Harry Potter, then you can easily flash him out. Like, it really depends on the utility what do you have. But you will most likely hear him going to Harry Potter because again you have one guy really close to Harry Potter, so you will know that he's playing Harry Potter. I don't think that's kind of a suicide to play in the Harry Potter.
Mhm.
But yeah, you have utility, like you can solve with the frag grenade this guy and then just frag him out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's assume that this is now clear and you have pillars control. And finally now you can start pushing the utility stuff. So you usually burn like so with the help of flashes, you kind of burn ADSs and you like quickly peek, destroy the shield and go back. And then at that moment you kind of force them to go back to the supply and to reinforce the rotation.
Mm.
And at that moment you're doing the execution part. And the main reason why you couldn't do this as quick is because of this angle and this angle.
Right.
And if you're giving them immediately elbow for free, you can see how much like they don't need to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was more describing rather than having the action phase timer. But yeah, the main idea is to make the blue players safe to pick the shield. Because
Right.
picking the shield with this angle as well as this angle is kind of a suicide.
Hmm.
But also you can do is you can have, so you had a Monty, so you could have someone watching these doors. Monty just simply pushing, and then when he gets close to this guy, unextend melee immediately and extend back. That is what you can do. Because this guy denies, like this guy is very important because this guy denies Monty's flank.
The swing. Yeah.
And Monty himself is covering up the pillar's angle because, well, shield. So the moment Monty steps here, he's super safe. Unless this guy kind of potatoes on the Shaiko.
Right. All right. So downstairs, highly suggest a blue push rather than. Well, actually, no. I mean, blue push. Give me a second. I gotta make some notes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I'm recording the whole list. Of course, I'm not going to put this on my main channel, but I have secondary channels, and I think most of this will be put on the secondary channel, so you don't even need to take notes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just I like taking notes for myself because keep a
why
mental
not?
thought.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
And you highly recommend an attic push.
Yes. Because the TARPS player is very strong.
Mm-hmm. All right, I want to ask you something though.
Mhm.
The gunfight of the last round, the last 30 seconds of the last round.
So,
let's start with a gunfight where Smoke gets the frag off somebody.
was it? Can you see my?
Yeah, I
screen?
can see your screen.
Was
Yep, back
it-
up more. Keep going
back up?
back. Keep going back. Keep going. Just before I threw the ace. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, just before I threw that. Just before I threw that. Okay, so around here, what's the best play right now? There's three of us, and there's three of them.
Okay.
I kill the Valk. Obviously, I killed the Valk, but
Let me
what
see.
would
How
be the
did you end up in that position? Okay, you know that as okay. You know that
Okay, yeah,
smoke
meeting
is there.
point.
Okay, so let's see. Okay. I just want to see how did all kills happen. I want to see. That's kind of important over there. So Doc, Maverick got spawn pick that I remember.
Yeah, Maverick got spawn peek. Yeah, that was fucking annoying. I told them every round, watch for spawn peaks. Like, how are you not gonna
Uh,
expect that?
you killed Doc. I remember from the closet. Okay, so he was speaking.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
in bedroom.
the biggest issue in that 3 versus 3 is that you have very minimum information because most of you were pushing just from the bedroom and realistically got just trophy control. So you're
Yeah.
kind of pushing blindly there.
I'm ping.
But what you could do is let's go back where it's free.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, so
meeting point.
now it is free. So definitely you have an ace SL charge, so you definitely can try to open up the hole. It can be destroyed from the smoke in the tarps. But what you can do is what you should do is definitely not push three people from this same doorway. Let me see where your teammates are. Because having someone by the big window would probably be the best idea. So you could have someone pushing like someone with you, and then one guy rotate to big window. Yeah, I'm trying to see where your teammates are. Do you know maybe where your teammates are?
Meeting
Yeah. So one's
Pillars
behind
around
me.
Agusa.
Uh, and Sledge, I believe is in sight.
Take out some pillars. So Sledge is. So they're both behind your
Oh no, Sledge is in front of Armory.
armory. Okay, I
Yeah, I
mean, but
believe so.
but
Because when I'm droning Armory, when I take the drone from Armory, you can see him as I pass by the ghoul mine.
yeah, true actually.
here, Legion.
But generally
Yep.
speaking, you both are pushing from the same direction,
Yeah,
and
all three
you're
of us
just
were.
yeah. That's probably not ideal. Pushing two people from the same doorway is fine if like you can go always for the refrag, but not three people. I will definitely have someone rotate those to some of the windows, either double window like the double window like my brain stopped working like next to the like kids the double window with the dorms
Yeah.
or towards the attic window like you want to do the split push with three people
Mm-hmm.
so pushing three people through trophy door is probably not the best idea so the play over here is that you have one guy like pushing from the other side like either attic window whereas someone is first pushing the trophy and then if he dies you can immediately retrade him and at the same time whoever is on the window votes in the window
Right.
so that's pretty much the idea so the first the attacker dies and then the rest two are making the play while defenders are occupied that's probably what I will do but the biggest issue is that you really don't have any intel on the defenders side that smoke was playing around the attic side.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I will probably rotate to actually attic window since I'm pretty close to my teammates, but also I'm kind of doing a different kind of push.
Yeah. I took forever to do that. See, that's the few things that I've also tried to notice is if everyone's together, get away, hold
Mhm.
another angle. If everyone's looking at the same angle, look so cover something else.
Where are you?
If everyone's pushing together, push a different area to put pressure.
This is also kind of important in a okay. This is a 3 versus 2 already. It's not 3 versus 3, but in a 3 versus 2, if you know that nobody's on the top fight, that's already one angle less to fight against. So you're playing
Yeah.
either by the close games, which Legion was, or by the corner guy, which again someone was. But
Yeah,
knowing
so it would
that
have been
this is
easier to
very
go through the attic if I got the wall open.
yeah, way easier. Legion will be stuck immediately. If you were by the tarps, Legion is dead because he has no safe cover from the tarps. Anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
That was